Alrighty, let's just say we had one vehicle which costs money and then the other vehicle which does not cost money. Let's talk about the positives, because the brand new M1A2 Abrams that was actually added in the brand new update, which is a very special variant, is actually really good. And in this video, guys, I'll be covering it fully and I'll be damage testing it in pretty much every single way. And in this video, guys, I will be using it at its max firepower for the sake of the video. I will be checking it at its max potential fully. So it's going to be having a cannon, 2 machine guns, and a grenade launcher. The speed of it is going to be 45 and the health of it is going to be 1800, which is, I believe, 3rd best in the game out of all the tanks. Anyway, let's just move on to a damage test. So the first thing which we are going to be testing is how good its main cannon is going to be against the F-35, and this is a pretty standard answer, but the F-35 will be able to tank it. And now if we go ahead and actually take a look at the Mi-28 Havoc, it will not be able to tank it, so looks like the F-35 will be one of the only planes which once again will be able to tank a shell. That is pretty standard statistics. However, what isn't actually standard over here is how good the machine gun is going to be against the F-35 or really any other planes, because as you can see, it's going to be doing 10 and 13 damage, and it is able to shred the F-35 pretty much in almost the whole clip. However, if we go ahead and actually take a look at the Mi-28 over here, this thing just makes an absolute joke out of it, and I really do believe that the machine gun of this Abrams is by far one of the strongest machine guns in the game. And now lastly, moving into the grenade launchers, and if I'm gonna be totally real with you, these are actually not very much meant for killing stuff in the sky, but if you are going to be landing your shots, the damage is going to be semi-rewarding. It's gonna be taking 5 shots to kill an F-35, and I believe it's gonna be taking 4 shots to kill the Mi-28, but again, this is mainly made for infantry and killing tanks, so I would not expect to be hitting shots on planes with this, but this is just some bonus information. So here we have it. The last thing which we are going to be testing is how good this vehicle will fare against the Abrams X, and let's go ahead and take a look on how much damage the cannon is going to do. It's going to do exactly 31%. However, the machine gun is where it actually gets good, because as you guys can see, the DPS of this is really good. I believe it can shred up to at least 40%. And then lastly, let's take a look at the grenade launchers, which by the way can also be intercepted by the APS. So here we have it. Let's take a look on how good these grenades actually are, but from what it looks like, one shot from a grenade will be doing from 5 to 4%, so I think that these grenades are not going to be ultra overpowered. They're mainly going to be used for infantry and nothing else, but they will be a pretty decent amount of damage that you could also put out in close quarters against tanks. However, most of the time the tanks will be fighting you at a long distance, so for anyone that's going to be fighting the task, that's going to be a way to counter it. Anyway, for the time being, that's everything I have for you guys in today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this vehicle. Personally, I am a pretty big fan of it, because it does actually give the M1 Abrams even more love than what it already had in the recent few updates. And along with this, grenade launchers are something really cool to also be added in the game, considering just how useful they are, but there are actually no power creep in the game by adding unique features instead of just making everything stronger than the other. Anyway, I'll see you guys next video. Have a great day, and thanks so much to my channel members.